Dallas Wings versus Indiana Fever. It's another big matchup in the WNBA on Tuesday, August 11. The Wings are 8-24 and they are in second to last place in the league. They have lost 7 of their last 8 games coming into this matchup. The team has struggled to find offensive consistency and defensive stops, making it tough to compete against stronger opponents. The Fever are 18-14, and they sit in 5th place as they are just 2.5 games back of the number 2 seed. The Fever have won 6 of their last 8 games, showing improved cohesion and a balanced attack. Their recent hot streak has been fueled by solid perimeter shooting and lockdown defense, making them a tough team to beat as the postseason approaches. This matchup could highlight the contrast between a team fighting to stay relevant and one pushing hard for a playoff position. Dallas is enduring a tough season with an overall record of 8-24, placing them tied for second to last in the league standings. They sit a daunting 19 games behind first place Minnesota, and while they are not at the bottom, they are just 2 games ahead of the Sun, who hold the worst record in the WNBA. The Wings have struggled, especially on the road, posting a poor 3-12 record away from home, and have lost 5 consecutive games overall. Their recent form has been bleak, dropping 7 of their last 8 contests, including a 91-78 home loss to the Mystics on Sunday, August 10th. Despite the team's struggles, Paige Buchers has been a bright spot, leading Dallas with 18.5 points and 5.3 assists per game, while Myisha Hines-Allen leads the team on the boards with 5.4 rebounds per game. Offensively, the Wings are averaging 81.6 points per game, ranking 9th in the league. But their shooting efficiency remains a concern. They are hitting just 41.6% from the field and 31.4% from beyond the arc, both marks ranking as the 3rd worst in the WNBA. These offensive struggles, combined with defensive lapses, have contributed to their disappointing season. On defense, Dallas has struggled significantly this season, allowing an average of 86.7 points per game, which ranks them as the 3rd worst defensive team in the league. Opponents have been highly efficient against them, shooting 45.3% from the field overall, placing Dallas 2nd worst in that category. Their perimeter defense has been even more concerning, as opponents are connecting on 37.2% of their 3-point attempts, the worst mark in the league. These defensive deficiencies have made it challenging for the Wings to keep games close. When it comes to betting, Dallas holds a 15-17 record against the spread this season, showing some inconsistency. On the road, they are slightly below .500 against the spread at 7-8. And as single-digit underdogs, they have gone 8-11 against the spread. The under has hit in 15 of their games this year, while the over has been more common in their road contests with an 8-7 record. Adding to the team's challenges, key player Tyasha Harris is out for the entire season due to a knee injury, removing an important piece from the lineup and further impacting their on-court dynamics. This injury likely compounds the team's defensive struggles and could influence their performance in upcoming games. Indiana is 18-14 overall this season, sitting solidly in 5th place in the league as they trail first place by 9 games. Despite the gap, the Fever remain in striking distance of the postseason, just 2.5 games back of the number 2 seed, making every game crucial in the coming weeks. They've been particularly strong at home, boasting a 10-6 record on their own court, where their fans have seen them rise to the occasion. The Fever enter Tuesday riding a wave of momentum, having won 6 of their last 8 games, including a commanding 92-70 victory over the Chicago Sky at home on Saturday, August 9th. Leading the charge is Kelsey Mitchell, who is putting up a team-high 19.9 points per game, with consistent scoring and clutch shooting. Meanwhile, Aaliyah Boston has been a force on the glass, grabbing a team-best 8.2 rebounds per game and contributing 3.7 assists, showing her all-around impact on both ends of the floor. With their balanced attack and recent success, the Fever are poised to keep pushing for a higher playoff seed as the season progresses. The Indiana Fever have established themselves as one of the more balanced and efficient teams in the WNBA this season, averaging a solid 84.5 points per game, which ranks 5th in the league. This offensive production is supported by a highly effective shooting approach, as they rank 4th overall in field goal percentage at 45.3%, demonstrating their ability to convert looks both inside the arc and from distance. From beyond the three-point line, Indiana has maintained a respectable 33.8% shooting percentage, positioning them as a legitimate threat from long range without being overly reliant on it. Their offensive schemes often focus on ball movement and spacing to create high-quality shot opportunities, allowing scorers like Kelsey Mitchell to capitalize consistently. Defensively, the Fever continue to hold their own in the middle tiers of the league, allowing 81.9 points per game, which ranks 8th overall. They are particularly effective at contesting shots, limiting opponents to a 43.5% field goal percentage, 6th best, a testament to their team defense and communication. Moreover, Indiana's perimeter defense is a standout feature. They rank 4th in three-point defense by allowing just 31.7% shooting from deep. This combination of disciplined interior and perimeter defense makes Indiana a tough matchup, as opponents often struggle to find consistent scoring windows against their active defenders and well-rotated schemes. Against the spread, ATS. Indiana has been a reliable wager this season with a 17-15 record overall. When playing at home, they have been even more effective, posting a 10-6 ATS mark that reflects their ability to defend home court advantage not only on the scoreboard, but also in betting terms. Additionally, when favored, the Fever have gone 10-10 against the spread, showing consistency regardless of line movement or perceived strength of opponent. One interesting betting trend is the total points line when Indiana plays. This has been split evenly with an 8-8 record on the under-over, and the under has hit 17 times in their 32 games, suggesting many of their contests are closely fought, defense-oriented affairs rather than shootouts. However, the Fever will face a significant challenge in Tuesday's matchup due to the absence of 3 key players: Caitlin Clark, Sydney Colson, and Aari McDonald. Clark's injury is especially impactful as she has been a central figure in Indiana's offensive game plan and floor leadership. Nonetheless, the Fever have shown resilience, with players like Kelsey Mitchell stepping up in Clark's absence. Mitchell has assumed the role of primary scorer and leader, shouldering much of the offensive burden. Her ability to create shots both for herself and others has been pivotal to the team's success over the last stretch of games. Indiana has ridden this momentum to win 6 of their last 8 contests, showcasing improved chemistry and execution on both ends of the court. Their balanced scoring and efficient defense have allowed them to stay within striking distance of the top seeds in the league. Currently, they sit just a couple of games back from the number 1, 2 seed, a position that would provide favorable playoff positioning and a possible first-round bye, depending on how the league seeding shakes out. Looking ahead to Tuesday's matchup, the Fever are positioned to take advantage of a struggling Dallas Wings team. The Wings, currently near the bottom of the standings, have struggled defensively, allowing opponents to score at will. Their inability to consistently defend both the paint and the perimeter has been exploited by several teams throughout the season, exposing glaring defensive weaknesses that opponents have repeatedly taken advantage of. On offense, their options are limited beyond standout guard Paige Buchers, who has carried much of the scoring load. Buchers has been the lone dynamic scorer for Dallas, often shouldering the offensive burden single-handedly. However, the lack of supporting firepower and secondary scoring options makes the Wings vulnerable, especially on the road where defensive lapses tend to be magnified and opponents capitalize on every mistake. Betting trends favor Indiana, as the Wings are just 8-11 against the spread as single-digit underdogs, showing they struggle to keep games close against favorites. Conversely, the Fever have performed strongly in similar situations at home, going 10-6 against the spread when favored by single digits. This historical edge suggests that Indiana not only has the talent advantage, but also the betting momentum on their side, making them a reliable pick in these matchups. Their ability to consistently cover the spread under pressure reflects a team with confidence and resilience. Given this trend, the Fever's home court strength and solid execution could prove decisive in tight games down the stretch. Overall, Tuesday's game looks poised to be another step forward in Indiana's quest for playoff positioning. Their consistent two-way play, combined with a favorable matchup against a defensively porous Wings squad, points toward a relatively comfortable victory. For bettors, backing the Fever at home and considering the under, given Indiana's history of tighter games, could be wise moves. With Kelsey Mitchell leading the charge and the team rallying around their recent success, Indiana looks ready to solidify its status as a legitimate postseason contender. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Indiana Fever -6.5. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. New York Liberty versus Los Angeles Sparks, the New York Liberty 2011, and the Los Angeles Sparks 15-16 will meet in an East versus West matchup in the WNBA on Tuesday. This is the third and final matchup between these teams this season, with the first two games both played in New York, resulting in a split, each team securing one victory. The stakes are higher this time as they meet on the road, adding an extra layer of challenge for the Liberty. Recently, the Liberty suffered a tough loss at home against the Minnesota Lynx, a game that exposed some of their vulnerabilities, especially on offense without the presence of Breanna Stewart. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Sparks managed to build momentum with a solid home win over the Seattle Storm, showcasing their improving chemistry and defensive intensity. The New York Liberty, still proud defenders of their 2024 WNBA championship title, have struggled to replicate their dominant form away from home this season. Their 7-7 road record reflects an inconsistent performance on the road, with an equal number of wins and losses away from the comfort of their home court. This inconsistency could prove pivotal in this final encounter, as road victories are often essential for playoff seeding and momentum. In the overall standings, the Liberty find themselves tied for second place alongside the Atlanta Dream, both trailing the Minnesota Lynx by 6.5 games. This gap highlights the competitive nature of the league's top tier and the challenges the Liberty face in reclaiming the top spot. The recent loss to the Lynx was particularly impactful, as it was without their star forward Breanna Stewart, who remains sidelined with a knee injury. Stewart's absence has forced the team to adjust its offensive and defensive schemes, relying more heavily on role players and emerging talent to fill the void. How New York manages these adjustments in this crucial final matchup will be key to their ongoing pursuit of postseason success. Stewart is expected to be back sometime in August, but is not expected to be ready for this game. This is a significant setback for New York, as she has been a critical contributor all season, averaging 18.3 points per game and 6.5 rebounds per game. Her presence on the court provides not only scoring, but also leadership and defensive toughness, both of which have been missed during her absence. In their last game, Natasha Cloud stepped up as the team's top scorer with 14 points. The 5'10 guard, now 33 years old, is averaging 10.0 points per game this season and brings veteran savvy and steady ball handling to the Liberty's backcourt. This marks her first season in New York after spending the majority of her career with the Washington Mystics, and she has quickly adapted to her new role as a key perimeter player and facilitator. Sabrina Ionescu will continue to be the focal point of the Liberty's offense. The versatile guard is putting up an impressive 19.6 points per game while knocking down 2.3 three-pointers per game, showcasing her ability to stretch defenses. Additionally, Ionescu averages 5.5 assists per game, making her a true dual threat as both a scorer and playmaker. Her improved shooting efficiency and leadership on the floor are vital for New York's offensive schemes, especially in Stewart's absence. The Liberty rank second in the league in scoring, averaging 86.4 points per game, reflecting their fast-paced, perimeter-oriented style of play. Defensively, they sit 7th out of 13 teams, giving up 80.9 points per game. Their strength lies in their prolific outside shooting. New York leads the league by making 9.7 three-pointers per game, a testament to their emphasis on spacing and sharpshooting from beyond the arc. Maintaining this offensive firepower will be critical if they hope to overcome the challenges posed by their injured star and keep pace in the competitive Eastern Conference. The Los Angeles Sparks are charging into playoff contention after winning 4 of their last 5 games, showing renewed energy and cohesion on both ends of the court. Their only loss in the stretch came on the road against the Valkyries, a tough matchup that highlighted some areas for improvement. Meanwhile, they picked up recent wins over the Storm twice, as well as victories against the Fever in their past 2 weeks, demonstrating their ability to close out close games. The Sparks are currently 9th in the overall standings, but just a half game out of the final playoff spot, keeping their postseason hopes very much alive as they head into the crucial final stretch of the season. The Los Angeles Sparks are coming off a strong and confident victory over the Seattle Storm, a game where their core players showcase the kind of performances that have become emblematic of this team's potential this season. Kelsey Plum led the way with 20 points, including 3 key threes that opened up the defense and sparked her team's offense. Averaging 19.8 points per game, she remains the Sparks' top scorer. Beyond scoring, Plum also serves as the squad's top playmaker, dishing out 6.1 assists per game. Her ability to create off the dribble, find teammates in tight spaces, and hit timely shots makes her a dual threat and a nightmare for opposing defenses. Diarika Hamby added 19 points and 7 rebounds, providing vital inside and mid-range scoring that bolstered the Sparks on both ends. She averages 17.6 points and 7.8 rebounds per game this season, highlighting her ability to influence the game as a do-it-all forward. Hamby's skill set allows the Sparks to mix up their looks offensively, whether posting up, stepping out to shoot, or crashing the boards aggressively. Her rebounding also helps generate second-chance points and limits opponents' opportunities, which is crucial given the team's defensive challenges. The starting center, Azura Stevens, added a robust 15 points and 8 rebounds against Seattle, anchoring the interior both offensively and defensively. Standing at 6 feet 6 inches, Stevens is a dominant presence in the post, averaging 14.5 points and a team-high 8.2 rebounds per game. Her ability to protect the rim, contest shots, and control the glass helps the Sparks hold their own in the paint. Offensively, Stevens provides a reliable scoring option around the basket, often drawing double teams that open up opportunities for perimeter shooters. Together, Plum, Hamby, and Stevens form the backbone of the Sparks lineup, delivering a balanced attack that leverages both perimeter scoring and interior strength. This combination gives Los Angeles flexibility, enabling them to run a dynamic offense that can adapt to different defensive schemes. Their ability to spread the floor with Plum and Hamby's shooting, combined with Stevens' post presence, creates mismatches and forces defenses into tough choices. Los Angeles ranks 3rd in the league in scoring, averaging an impressive 84.9 points per game, reflecting a high-paced, aggressive offensive style. They excel at pushing the tempo and exploiting transition opportunities, often scoring before defenses can set up. Their offensive output has made them a challenging matchup, particularly when their shooters get hot, and Stevens commands attention inside. However, the Sparks' defensive metrics tell a contrasting story. They rank last in the league in points allowed, surrendering a league-worst 87.8 points per game. Defensive lapses, particularly on the perimeter and in transition, have contributed to some of their struggles. Opponents have found ways to exploit gaps in the Sparks' defense, leading to high-scoring games that test Los Angeles' ability to keep pace. Defensive inconsistency remains an area that the Sparks must improve to make a deeper playoff run. Despite defensive challenges, the Sparks' perimeter shooting remains a major weapon. Ranking 6th in the league, they knock down an average of 9 three-pointers per game. This outside shooting helps stretch defenses and opens lanes for drives and post plays. Their ability to convert from beyond the arc keeps opponents honest and prevents them from collapsing too heavily on interior players like Stevens and Hamby. The upcoming matchup against the New York Liberty presents a prime opportunity for the Sparks to capitalize on their momentum. New York's road record of 7-7 signals inconsistency away from home, and much of their success came while star Breanna Stewart was active in the lineup. Stewart's current absence due to a knee injury leaves the Liberty more vulnerable, especially defensively, as they struggle to create reliable scoring opportunities and maintain defensive cohesion on the road. This vulnerability, combined with the Sparks' recent 4 wins in 5 games, points toward a matchup favoring Los Angeles. The Sparks have shown a balanced attack that's difficult to contain. Plum's ability to heat up from beyond the arc, Stevens' tenacity and scoring in the post, and Hamby's do-it-all presence create multiple threats. This offensive versatility, paired with an improved defensive effort against Seattle, gives Los Angeles a clear edge in this contest. For bettors, taking the Sparks plus the points looks like a smart play. Their offensive firepower, home court comfort, and the Liberty's weakened defensive state without Stewart make Los Angeles a strong candidate to cover the spread and possibly secure a straight-up win. The Sparks' combination of pace, scoring versatility, and rebounding prowess positions them well to exploit New York's current weaknesses and extend their winning streak. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Los Angeles Sparks plus 3.5. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.